I mean, why would they shut Avengers down when you were talking about they already got other DLC planned for the game? That's been confirmed already. I think Avengers will be fine, so I think it's mainly might just be for like single player stuff like the Guardians game that might not get a sequel now. But then again, who really played the Guardians game? No one talked about it, so.
Well, besides you guys.
Because not that many people talked about it. Like, it came out, but you didn't really see that many videos of people actually talking about it. Yeah, it did, but even then, like, no one was really talking about it.
Well, maybe because it was made by the same people who made the fucking Avenger game, if you think about it.
Well, it was made by one of the people that worked on the Avenger game.
Son of a bitch had one of the Queer Wing Synchro support.
Because we were talking about Guardians and a few YouTubers were, but it died down after like a couple months from what I saw. Yeah, but at least people still talked about it. Because you'll see more people talking about like Avengers, even though it's like a hated game across the board. You'll hear a lot of people talk about it.
Well, think about it. The Avenger game is still getting support for like new characters and shit. Guardians ain't getting shit, so maybe
yeah,
that's
Guardians is just a single player game that came out, people played it, it was fun, and then after that it was done. No one really talked about it. It's not like the Marvel Spider-Man games, for example, where they'll come out and then they'll come out with like DLC and stuff to keep people talking about it. Like new suits and stuff. Yeah, because with Guardians, there's nothing really to do after you play the game through once and then maybe play it on New Game Plus, then you're done. Plus, your choices don't really matter, like they were saying, your choices would change the story, they don't. They're just little minor, like, dialogue things. They don't really change the story path at all. Because before the game came out, they were saying your choices would matter. Not really, because the choices don't really change the story at all. You get the same outcome.
Jesus fucking
like, even
Christ,
if you make a different
dog.
choice. Yeah, but other than that, there's not really, like, much else different about it. Because I played the game a couple times, they're not really, you don't make, like, any choices in it that drastically change what happens in the game. It's just little minor stuff. Like, you can choose to, during the second chapter, you can choose to hide the llama or leave it out, and then that doesn't really change the game at all. It's just a little minor thing. You can choose to either leave it out or hide it. So I would have liked if the game had maybe more than just 2 different endings. Like, it's a fun game, don't get me wrong, but like, once you're done playing it, there's not really that much left to do in it once you get all the skins you want. Yeah, it doesn't need a sequel at all, really. Pointless. It's not like Marvel's Spider-Man where that set up like stuff with Venom and stuff with Miles for like his own game. Like the story is good enough for what it is. There's no like teases for like another villain or anything.
Wait, does Osway know about the news about the Morbius movie or no?
It's basically like I told Dylan, it's gonna be out on digital at the end of this month, and then it'll be out on DVD in June 15th for like the DVD copy.
And as soon as the digital come out, I'm just going to see how terrible it is still. Because I did say to Ryan, I will at least give it a watch.
Yeah, plus you might not think everything about it's terrible.
Well, we'll see when I see it, but until then, I'm still gonna think it might be shit.
Well, I know there's gonna be an alternate ending from what I know.
Oh, really? But then what if Sony decides, you know what, don't put the deleted scenes in there, because like they did with No Way Home. I'm still pissed about that, and we have...
Well, from what I know, they're gonna still include the deleted scenes in the Morbius movie.
Well, where the fuck are the No Way Home deleted scenes then? Where the fuck are those?
Because the Venom 2 movie had deleted scenes on the disc. Well, the thing is, they never did that. I looked into it. They never once said that there were going to be deleted scenes on the No Way Home DVD. Because they didn't confirm it, I looked into it. They never, and even in their press releases and stuff months before the movie came out, they never once mentioned that there would be deleted scenes. People thought they did, but that was just a lie, that, like a rumor that was created.
Well, that's just fucking stupid, because I was kind of hoping to see Toby, Peter, and Tom. Well,
because that list of deleted scenes that came out, that was never real. That was just a list that somebody threw together to make people think that there were going to be deleted scenes.
Well, that just pisses me off. I want to kill this son of a bitch.
Because I looked into it, I did my own research. Sony never once said, they said you were getting like over 80 minutes of like content, but they never mentioned that it'd be deleted scenes. They did go over what you.
So they never existed from the beginning. Those fucking lying cunts.
So you can blame that fan that created that list.
Oh, I'm gonna do more than
scenes.
blame. If I find the motherfucker, I'm gonna kill him.
Because he made people gullible, like think that there were gonna be deleted scenes. Yeah, there was somebody on Reddit. From what I know, they had a Reddit account and they made a list of fake deleted
fucking
scenes.
Joker under the Red Hood style.
But you should know what Reddit is. Like, stuff gets leaked on there and people post stuff. Let's see, I'll look up about the Morbius movie right now. Let's see. It sets digital and 4K Blu-ray release date. It comes to digital on May 17th and 4K Blu-ray on June 14th.
Hey, old Spidey, you think the Gxraider movie's gonna be shit? Last Hunt, yeah, but that involves Spider-Man, yeah.
Yeah, they're doing Kraven's Last Hunt, but in this Sony universe of movies, we don't know yet if there even is a Spider-Man that exists in it. Like part of the Venomverse movies. So I'm guessing they'll just reboot the character again
you should
for
also
their
hear why
universe.
he mentioned of somehow Spider Carnage, and I can't think that's possible because it has to involve Spider-Man and also
Yeah,
Ben.
but you
Why
gotta
I mean,
keep in mind too that Sony. When does Sony ever do stuff that's exactly
I
like
know,
the
but
comics?
when the fuck does Marvel even do the goddamn same thing?
So that's why I'm saying that Spider Carnage thing could still be out there.
Yeah, but it also
They don't
needs
have
to
to make
apply,
it make
like,
sense.
when did Venom reproduce again if Carnage is somehow still alive inside the
Because in
fucking...
Venom 3 they could mention that the Carnage symbiote had, like, he reproduced it or something. They could mention
How? The only they can fix themselves is by staying inside their host's body, and not only that, we saw Quita's head get fucking bit right the fuck off. Yes, I told him that. I told him that because it couldn't be Peter.
Well, I was the one who mentioned Ben Reilly, and you told me that wouldn't make sense.
Well, again, because you need Peter to have the fucking Clone Saga fame, but then you mentioned Miles, and that doesn't even make fucking sense.
Yeah, but you gotta keep in mind that when do they ever do stuff for the movies that makes sense?
Yeah, but when did the fucking comics ever make fucking sense?
Nothing makes sense nowadays, they just do whatever.
Nothing makes fucking sense anymore.
As soon as the MCU got into... This might just be my opinion, but as soon as the MCU got into Phase 4 and, like, beyond, it started not making sense when they hit Phase 4.
You mean they're just half-assing it at this point?
Yeah. Like, Phases 1 through 3 at least made sense, though. That was the Infinity Saga, but now after that, like, everything they've made, in my opinion, it doesn't make sense at all. It's like it's not lining up. Like, what are they doing next? Do they want to do Mephisto? Do they want to do King the Conqueror? Like, make up your fucking mind. And then who do they do after Kang?